Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. How's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Man, as you can see from the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about never giving up. In case you've never been to a real talk with Rod segment, let me give you a little backdrop on it. I don't really have to say much.
No time for faking and shaking. No time for sugarcoating the truth. I'm gonna stand on what I said and bring you the proof. People are sensitive nowadays, but that ain't my fault. I can't come at y'all soft. I only spit real talk. Real talk with Rod. That brother be coming hard. He studied the game. He studied the game with a mission to become the best. He was never good at checkers, but he mastered the skills of chess. Moving the bishops in the night across the border life. Chess moves so precise, they slice the game like a knife. Real talk with Rod. That brother be coming hard. He studied the game. He studied the game with a mission to become the best. He was never good at checkers, but he mastered the skills of chess. Don't stand around and wait. You'll be the result. A checkmate. Dropping the boulder so hard. That real talk with Rod.
And that sums it up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Points Blank Experience. I am your host that does the most. It's your boy Rod, and as you can see, we are on Real Talk with Rod. And tonight's subject is going to be never give up. If you look at the screen, I got a picture of my mother and my father with me standing in between it with the Points Blank Network logo. I did have to generate this picture. However, that's why I am where I am today. But some people don't have that luxury. But I'm going to talk about this so-called luxury. Without any further ado, what is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Again, it's your boy Rod. Do me a favor if this is your first time here. Although I haven't given you an opportunity or a reason to yet, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Hit that like button. Share this out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I can tell you right now, you can get out time to go get some popcorn or something to drink. You may want to grab some tissue. I'm going to be talking some real talk tonight. I'm going to be doing probably some personal testimonies about giving up. I'm going to be talking about people I've known that are now in a place because they didn't give up. And I'm going to say before I get started, we got 11 real homies in the crib. I'm going to make one statement and I'm going to jump in here and speak to everybody. But my objective for doing this live stream tonight, there's somebody in this live tonight. They may not be here right now, but somebody's going to come through. We may know them, we may not know them. And they're on the verge of giving up. It may be someone that watched the replay. And if I can change that direction, if I can cause that vehicle of the mind to make a U-turn and not give up, I've done my job. I'm not trying to reach everyone, but I'm not into that reach one, teach one. I'm into reaching one and teaching multiple. With that being said, let me see who we got in the crib tonight. All right, let me jump in here real quick. We got Miss Cheryl. What is going on? Miss Cheryl say, hey, Points Blank and chat. We got Fats and Tree in the house. We got Meat and I. I know Meat and I, man. They've been hustling. They got a new book on the streets. They've been telling people, hey, man, buy the book. And people are buying. People are buying. Sometimes it don't happen as fast as we want it to. But people, it's no, I ran a 5K one time, and the people I was running with, I was initiating in the military, and the people I was running with said, just don't stop. We're going to finish as long as we don't stop. And that's what giving up is about. Some people think giving up is a race. Some people think there's a prize at the finish line, and there is, but it's not always the person that finished first. As long as you finish, man, I'm telling y'all, I come to talk tonight. I didn't come. When I do real talk with Rod, ain't no sugarcoating. I don't have a co-host tonight. It's going to be me riding solo. I don't even have a horse. I'm going to be sitting in this church just talking. What's going on, Jerry? Hope you're feeling better. We got Tara in the house. Oh, let me acknowledge some of these people. Let me go back. All right, we got channel member Meeting Eye. We got channel member Jerry Allen. We got Tara in the house. We got Fats and Tree. I already spoke. They may be on both sides. Let me see. Let me catch back up here. Let me catch up. Make sure I've spoke to everybody. And that look like it's it. So like I said, one of the things I'm going to talk about, I'm going to start off. I don't have all the answers about giving up, but there's been several times in my life. We didn't come to hear the Rod story, but I believe my story is going to motivate somebody. What's going on, Unbiased, my queen? Hey, I hope you got the email. I sent you an email. You're here, so I'm thinking you may have gotten it. But it's somebody here tonight. Once you hear my story, I don't suppose to be sitting on this screen. I don't suppose to be live. And I'm not talking about the recent story. I'm talking about several stories. There are gospel singers that sing talking about people that look like me. We fall down, but we get up. We stumble and fall, but we don't give up. I'm telling y'all, man, I come here tonight. I am not playing. And I had another topic. I was going to talk about support. But sometimes the reason we want to give up because we feel like we're not getting any support. So I'm going to push support over to a different day. And tonight we're going to talk about not giving up, never giving up, however you want to word it. Now, one thing I think about when I think about giving up before I get into my testimonies, sometimes the pressures of life will come around us. They're all around us. And the first thing, the easiest thing, the path of least resistance is to quit. It's to hang up your boots, hang up your jacket, hang up whatever your hat, whatever you want to call it, and quit. It's the path of least resistance. A lot of reasons that people don't chase their dreams is the fear of failing. Man, y'all, I failed so many times in my life. I may not have failed in school, but I failed in this thing called life several times over. The first time I wanted to give up, I'm about to shock y'all tonight. The first time I wanted to give up is when I took a path of least resistance. I'm not talking about 2024 when your boy rolled into a hospital and they said I wasn't going to walk out, yet I'm still here. I'm not talking about 2025 when I'm surrounded by 4 pit bulls, but God said it ain't your time. I'm going back to the 80s. Prior to me joining the Navy, I took a path of least resistance. I could have gone and stayed with my mom and followed the rules of life, but I chose to stay with my father, who had went from the pharmaceutical business to one of the customers. I'll let y'all read between the lines. I chose to stay with an addicted father with no lights, no heat in the winter, and I came that close to giving up. And my mother rolled by and she says, boy, I don't even know what to say. That's all she needed to say. I don't know what to say, said so many things. The next day I was at the door with tears in my eyes saying, hey, Mom, can I please come stay with you? That's the first time your boy wanted to give up. Let me jump. I'm going to be going back and forth here between the comments. That's the first time I wanted to give up. What's up, Tanya? We got Event Yours of Spirit. What's up, my co-host in the building? All right, let me see who else we got here. Everybody speaking, Y'all, if y'all have something y'all got to say, if y'all got any questions, man, Real Talk Around, again, I don't sugarcoat nothing. You got a question you want to ask, tonight might be the night. I really am pretty transparent, but you catching me at a vulnerable moment tonight. I'm ready to spill the beans. Speaking of spilling the beans, tomorrow night I'm going to have a special guest, Dorian Jones. He's an author, motivational speaker. We're going to be on here talking about balance and burnout. Balancing life and avoiding burnout. Boy, y'all don't want to miss this one. But tonight, I'm rolling solo as I can be. So let me jump back in my notes. When y'all see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes here. A lot of times when people give up, I want to talk to the people right now that are maybe want to give up on their job. You keep getting passed over for promotions. They're not noticing you. They don't want to give you a raise. Well, I'm going to tell you what I would do and what I did. Let's go back. I'm going to tell you what I did when they passed me over. I got smarter. I started watching the people instead of hating on the people that were passing me over. I started watching them to see what did they do that stood out away from me. I could have blamed it on the color of my skin. I ain't had time for that. That was old news, man. I knew it wasn't what was up here. It wasn't what my mind had, but it was my mindset. I was so caught up in them passing me over and wanting to give up that I didn't do what it took to advance. Hopefully somebody in the back hear me. Now, I almost did this because this was, y'all, if anybody ever did this or know somebody's doing this, let me know. We'll stay at a job knowing that there's no growth and we hate going there every day and we're ready to quit this job. We want to give up, but it's an easy, secure job. We don't want to challenge ourselves. Notice when I say we is me. I'm one of everybody out there. I almost stayed in the Navy until they was going to tell me I had to go. Why? Because I was used to it. It was secure, but it was time up, baby. They ain't going to let you stay in there too long. You got to retire. Time was up. And I had to step out on faith, and I had to do something that was uncomfortable. I went from E8 to E0 real fast. What's that song say? I was a nobody trying to tell everybody that I was somebody. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, I came here to bring it tonight, y'all. I was a nobody trying to tell all these people what I used to do, what I did when I was in the Navy. That didn't matter to them. Hell, none of them hadn't even been in the military. They didn't care. So we got to get out of our comfort zone, man. A lot of times when we want to give up, I'm going to tell you, man, a lot of people confuse you, boy. They think I'm cocky. I'm not cocky. I'm confident. Why? Because if you don't believe in you, nobody else will. I don't want to be around a negative Nancy or a negative Larry. I know they don't even go together, but I want to be around a positive person. Get me the cocky person. Get me the confident person, because I'm hoping that bleed over to me. I don't want to be the smartest person all the time. But let's talk about giving up. Let's get back to that. Let me make sure see what we got in these comments here. Yours said, I don't know. Hey, man, that sounds like you're in church. I don't know. I got to watch. Tell you what she said. Facts. No one wants to fail, but it actually teaches you and makes you better. Say it again, unbiased. Success is failing multiplied multiple times. If y'all, I went to the Navy. Everybody joke about it, but I went to the Navy and I couldn't swim. Still can't swim, but I was not going to be denied. I asked them, what did I have to do to move on? I couldn't go back and tell my mom I failed, because I had failed at every other aspect of life. College, the streets, being a good son, doing what I was taught to do my entire life. I failed at all that. This was the end of the road. I was like boys to men. It was the end of the road. I'm laughing, but boy, she wasn't. And 20 years and 26 days later, I retired from a place that my two uncles told me I would never make it in. I could have gave up right there. And these were two guys I looked up to. One of them was my aunt's husband, and one was my blood relative uncle. They laughed at me when I told them I was joining the Navy. I got to go to my other, because I got notes all over the place, but I want to tell y'all something about these people that laugh at you. And y'all, when I do these, I ain't trying to be all organized and all that stuff. The people, y'all, this here is what's funny. Now, my two uncles told me I wasn't going to make it in the Navy, but the people that tell you can't, those are the same people that are afraid to do what you're about to do. Did y'all hear what I just said? The people that tell you can't are the same people that are afraid to do what you're about to do. Not what you think you can do, Not what you could do, but what you are about to do. There are power in words. And if we don't start using this power, we're going to stay right where we are. We're going to be stagnant. Talking about, I wish I could have, shoulda, woulda, and all that. We control our own destiny, man. I don't care about no AI. It's too many jobs out there that they ain't got no solution for yet. We just have to get our binoculars and look long distance. Don't give up right now because they tell you a storm is coming. Get you a raincoat, get you an umbrella or something, get you another crib. I don't know. Let me keep going in here. What's up? My co-host just asking for a friend. Maybe she might have already been in here, man. I'm all over the place right now. What up, Bill? Bill, man, I'm asking you if you're still in here. Anybody here ever been ready to give up? I mean, don't be afraid. I'm over here telling my whole life story. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I'm going to talk about giving up on that in a minute. That's my last give up mission. Yeah, I'm on here talking about never giving up, but I'm human. I've thought about it several times. Several. I remember being dead broke in 2010. I didn't have a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. I had a closet full of clothes, though. Woo, I was going to be the cleanest broke dude in Dallas. Shoes. Sold all my jewelry, so I ain't had that no more. Had a closet full of clothes and $4 in the bank. I was ready to give up. But you know what I did, man? I like to have fun too now. I thought about Mystical, Silk the Shocker, and Master P. I thought about them dudes. I looked around my crib. I opened my refrigerator. It was empty. I looked on my phone and my bank account like somebody was going to make a deposit. They didn't have I still had the same $4. And I went in the bathroom. I looked in the mirror and said, it's your fault. It's your fault you are where you are, Rod. You're the reason you don't have anything in the bank. You wanted to parlay. You wanted to ball. You wanted to party. Why? I'm going to tell you, man, a lot of us may be about ready to give up because we didn't spend a lot of time and money trying to impress people that's waiting on our demise. Again, you're here on Real Talk with Rod, and I ain't sugarcoating nothing tonight. Let me see who else we got in here. What's going on? New chapter. First time I've seen you here. Do me a favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for being here. Bias said, exactly. All major brands will send lookers to the competition store, and they report back to the boss. The boss will make a decision to change some things or keep them the same. Same as a job, man. I look at myself every day. I was on the phone with a person today that I know has my two people that have my best interests at heart. Two people. And they both told me about myself. One of them been telling me about myself. The other one just started today. Now they're tag team champions. I could run from it, but it was the truth. How am I going to run from what's real? See, a lot of times we want to give up because you know, man, do y'all know how hard it was to go to the Navy and jump off a 10-foot diving board in 12 feet of water knowing you can't swim? I ain't have no other choice. I wasn't going to let my mom down. If I can do that, man, I know you people, yeah, people that can swim probably saying that ain't no big deal. One of the things we as a culture don't want to do is we don't want to look bad in front of other people. I said, forget other people, man. If you got to get two jobs, don't worry about what the Joneses say. The Joneses may be sneaking out the house at 4 in the morning and have a second job too. You just don't see them, but you're worried about impressing. Do what you have to do, man. I was on Mr. Bammett with Arthur Butler's channel the other night with a lot of wisdom. Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner. It's My Renaissance Grandma. Mike's Chaotic Gardening, I believe, I'm sorry. I left that live feeling so refreshed. A lot of us want to give up right now because we ain't got nobody supporting us. There I go with that support word again. And the people we think are supporting us talking behind our backs. They fake and shake like they want to see us do well. Nah. But that is worrying about trivial stuff. The only competitor that I have is Rod. I'm only in competition with myself. I'm not trying to be better than no one else. I'm not trying to have more than anyone else. Matter of fact, I'm spending time, even right now, trying to bring people up, uplift people. I'm not a pastor, I'm not a deacon, but I do believe I was given a gift. And it took me 50 plus years to realize this gift. And that wasn't to see how much money I could make. Maybe it was to get the knowledge to see how much money I could make so I could show others how to do what I did instead of keeping it to myself. They got a big fancy word for it now called gatekeeping. I called it hating. I'm OG. It ain't, I mean, it is gatekeeping. We are so worried about, excuse me, the next person have more than us. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I have a goal every day. I ain't even looking for a job, but in case I have to, because I might have to. I never know. I don't know how long this retirement thing gonna work. I don't know. It might work forever. Let me get through these comments because somebody might be here waiting on me to get to their comment and they want to roll out here. What up, Smooth Operator? I see you in the building, still learning that today. Yeah, Jerry. What's up, my man? Appreciate you for being here. Bob said my motto: follow the blueprint. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just put your running shoes on and soar. Yo, that's one of the reasons we want to give up. We don't have a plan. A blueprint is a plan. What is our plan? Your plan? What if your plan ain't going to college? All right, don't go. What if your plan is getting a trade? Get a trade. What if your plan is don't do either? You want to just work with your hands? Do that. But have a plan, man. There's so many, y'all, man, forget all these people that look like me and all that. It's so many black people, including this dude sitting right here, that did not have a plan. That's how I then ended up in the military. I had no plan. I went to college because my parents wanted me to. I ain't had no plan. I worked at Walmart before college because I didn't have a plan. I just wanted some money and impress the girls. I got out of college, went to the Navy. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Still didn't have a plan. Retired from the Navy, didn't have a plan. And I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about me. I didn't even have a plan. Follow the blueprint. How can we follow something that we don't even have? We don't have a plan. I'm not saying everybody, but most of the people that want to give up don't have a plan. We don't have a contingency, a fallback, whether it's finances. Y'all, I went into a store the other day. I bought 2 shirts. I said I wasn't spending no more than $50. I thought it was going to be impossible, but I pulled it off. I don't even know the name of them. I don't care. They might have my name on the tag. I don't know, but I'm not trying to impress nobody, man. Say that. I don't like to fail, but I do. We all do, Jerry. I used to cry and never try again. I like the key word right there. You used to. You used to cry and never try again. Now I learn from it and push my way through. I didn't even read the rest of it. You learn. You learn from your failures. You learn from your mistakes. Again, we fall down, but we get up. I don't understand. I said this on Mr. Batman's channel the other night. I don't understand how our ancestors did more with less. I know prices have increased. Prices was high back then and what they was paying them. I remember somebody, grandfather told me they worked all day and got 15 cents. I'm like, man, I don't know what I would have did. You know, it's easy. We'll say, well, I don't know though. I don't think I'd have been there. I don't know what I'd have did, man. I'd have cried for one. All right, Unbiased said facts. I was told I couldn't drive 18-wheelers. Oh, man, you drove 18-wheelers? I used to want to do that when I was a kid. Man, I used to want to drive the Greyhound bus when they had the stick shift. I used to sit there and watch the dude. My parents, we wasn't flying nowhere. We was on the Greyhound, Trailways. How many of y'all remember Trailways? Because first, I'm a woman And secondly, I wasn't smart enough to do. I can't wait to read the rest of this. I not only drove trucks, but I did it cross country dressed to prove them wrong. A lot of times, y'all, a big part of man, y'all would have think me and I'm biased, like scripted this. And she's just falling right into what I want to say. A lot of times, the reason I've succeeded and didn't give up, because I wanted to prove people wrong, like my two uncles. I couldn't make it in the Navy. I was too cool. I liked the girls too much. Well, 20 years, 26 days later, and I get a check every first, man. I proved them wrong. Sometimes you'll get that extra little jolt, that extra fire, just to prove somebody wrong. I don't care who it is, family member. Hey, y'all, why is it? Don't act like it's just me, but why is it sometimes our closest friends and our family, maybe the people that just don't want to see us do better? Now I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I thought about something today as I was preparing for this, and I had to shift topics. Like after I talked to my two trusted people, I had to shift topics. This wasn't the original topic. And I came to the conclusion, everybody don't want to see us fail. They don't want to see us fail. They just don't want to see us succeed past them. It's all right that we don't want us to just fail completely. You know, no, I don't wish that on poor Rod. I want to see it make it. Just don't let it make it past me. Man, I know I ain't the only one seeing it. I might be the only one that's scared to say it, but I ain't the only one that see it. Yes, that is awesome, unbiased, man. Cross country. I may go back and do that, man. They said I would never become a nurse. I wasn't smart enough. Why are there two people that but now they got something in common. Both of them are women, and both of them told her most of the smarter people I knew were women. So how is everybody not smart enough? Is it because you're a woman or because you? Anyway, the devil is a lie. I let what they said I couldn't do drive me to show them what I could do. Now I'm one hell of a nurse and proud. Man, y'all hear that? These are people right here. The testimonies are right here. Unbiased could have given up. Rod could have given up. Jerry could have given up. And I know we ain't finished. And I ain't come here to see how many people want to give up in life. There's somebody in here right now in the bushes, the back, whatever we want to call it, that saw this title, saw this thumbnail, and said, that may be something I'm interested in. And y'all, I'm just a facilitator of the channel. We all may be helping somebody tonight. I'm telling you, man. And don't let the book cover fool you. Some of the unhappiest people in the world, the book cover all shiny, but the pages in between a little wrinkle. The pages ain't as pretty as the cover. Boy, I'm telling you, I don't want to use that P word, but I come to talk heavy tonight. I don't give up. Opposition motivates me. I'm always focused on proving people, the world, and the universe wrong. And I always do. See, y'all, I was told if you believe, you can achieve. But you know what, y'all? What about those people? I'm going to go back to that S word. What about those people that they don't believe and they need a little nudge? I'm gonna tell y'all something we've given up on. Man, I can't wait to say this one. Let me look at these comments. Because I want to say it. I want to say it before I forget it. Hey, Poetic, how you doing? Hey, that's my music inspiration right now. She ain't know it. That's why I started the music channel. One of the reasons. Her and Albert Key did a song that had my name. I was like, how they do that? I got to do that too. All right, everybody's speaking. Abaya said, Jerry, when you are the chosen one, you can't be stopped no matter what they say or think about you. Congratulations on your accomplishment. That, man, my mama told me that. Y'all hear me talk about my mom a lot. You know what's crazy? I ain't listened to her back then, but I sure do reference a lot of stuff she said now. But I ain't want to listen back then. I don't know. Maybe I was the only one. All right. Now I need to know what happened when you jumped off. Don't answer today, but I'll be looking for the answer. I'll tell y'all right now, when I jumped into that pool, a 10-foot diving board and the 12 feet of water, I asked the dude right in front of me, hey, man, when you get to the bottom, because I knew that's where I was headed. I didn't know how to swim. I knew I was going straight to the bottom. I said, how do you come back to the top? And he said, just do this. But I ain't pay attention. He cuffed his hand, but I had mine like this. So I was down at the bottom just turning in circles, man, holding my breath, knowing that they would fish me out. I was bailed out. All right. Yeah, man. Let me get amen, amen. What's going on, Educated Natural, my sister? Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Y'all could have been doing anything tonight. And one of those people that called me today, or actually I called them, they're the reason I'm live. Well, yeah, because it started last night, but they're the reason I'm live tonight. And I want to thank that individual, those two individuals that I talked to today. The ancestors didn't have all the distractions that we have now. They had a goal to make it out. See, perseverance, the will. A lot of our ancestors could have gave up, probably should have gave up, but they wouldn't. They, believe it or not, wanted to prove those people centuries ago, they wanted to prove them wrong. And they did. That's why I'm sitting in this chair. That's why people are in this live stream right now. What if our ancestors would have given up? And they had some real reasons, man. Some real reasons. I'm going to go through this here, but I want to ask y'all something right now. One of the things I see us giving up on, it's not our job. It's not our financial future. We're giving up on all this stuff too, but it's not the big one. We're giving up on our children. We're giving up on our youth. We're giving up on them. We act like we can't help them. But I don't buy that. I'm cheap. I don't buy that. But y'all think about that. Put what you think about that in the comments. Yeah, they went through slavery and we complained, man, y'all, in Arkansas, I think it was a week. I know Event yours ain't gonna believe it, but anybody know what trumping cotton is? I trumped cotton for a week. I wasn't doing no science project or no school project. Remember I said I was out of options earlier? This was one of the options I thought I had. Well, I knew I wasn't gonna do it for life, but I'm not trying to be like that song by Arrested Development. But I went out into the same cotton fields that some of my ancestors probably stood in. And trumping cotton is when I forgot what they call that thing, combine or something. It picked the cotton and it put it in a trailer, and trumping is basically just stepping on it, pushing it down so they can pack more into it. I did that for a week. In a whole week, I got $80, 8 hours a day, blistering heat during the summer. I did that. And people look at me now, he think he's all that. He balling. Man, I paid the cost to think I'm a boss. And if I don't think it, nobody else will. I served my country. I started getting $286 every 2 weeks. That was my starting pay. And I worked 12, 15-hour days. I paid the cost. I didn't pay the cost that my ancestors did. I was just out there a week. They didn't have no choice. I quit. They couldn't quit. Now we use giving up as one of our options. I talked about the system on Mr. Bama's show. Whether it's food assistance, some of us can't help it. Some of us can't. I almost applied. I'm not too ashamed to say that. But the system was created just to give us a little bit. But in reality, it's also a form. If we stay there, if we're well and able, I'm not talking about our elders. I'm not talking about the people with disabilities. I'm talking about the people that are able. Man, we can't talk about generational wealth and all that. We have to have a generational foundation. And it starts with me. It starts with y'all. It starts with everybody in here. I've wanted to give up several times. And now I'm telling people not to do it. I came real close. Real close. Let me get back in here. All right, I'm gonna have to. Bias says she love a good success story. Seem to be a lot of them in here. What up, Sledge? My man, Sledge. Have you ever wanted to give up? If they didn't want to see you do good, if they don't want to see you do good, they aren't your friends. I always want to see my people win. And I can tell you, this man is not joking. I've collaborated with Sledge Inc. team on several occasions. He does have a channel where he talks about points, miles, traveling. The same thing as Points Blank Travel. I created a group of content creators called the Alliance. He created a group of content creators called the Community. I'm part of both. And I haven't done anything with the community since I was in the hospital. But what he's saying right there, he's standing on business all day, every day. Just asking for a friend. Keisha says she like a good success story too. Everybody's speaking to everybody. Let me get down here. Tanya said, I'm not supposed to be an executive, but I realize things will be said to you to keep your mind doubting you so you won't believe it yourself. When you know who you are, no one can stop your power. That's a real. I only read a comment twice if I don't understand it. And it's been several that I seen tonight that I should have read twice. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the last sentence. When you know who you are, no one can stop your power. Anybody, I'm going to read it before I get out of here. Anybody ever heard that poem, Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson? I quoted a portion of it on Mr. Bamman's show. It was most popularly known for the young man and Coach Carter read it. That poem has always stood deep in my heart and resonated with me because I was that individual that poem was talking about. Our deepest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. I knew my capabilities. I'm going to say a word that stopped me from achieving those capabilities. I ain't afraid to tell myself the truth. I ain't gonna lie. I used to lie to myself all the time. I did. But now I'm not afraid to tell myself the truth. We're afraid of our capabilities for one reason. It's one word. And I'm going to tell you my word. I ain't speaking for all y'all. I'm just telling y'all what Rod did. Lazy or laziness, whichever word you want to use. I was lazy. I wanted all the big stuff, but I didn't want to work for it. And working may not be your mind, it may be your hands, it may be both. It may be doing something that you're uncomfortable doing. All right. And just Keisha said, amen, Tanya. And going right here, Vinyo said, I lived back then, they would have whooped me to death. Yeah, if I lived back then. Yeah, they probably would have, Tanya. Know who you are and know whose you are. Oh, I like that. Whose you are. To keep it 100, I don't worry about what people think. I do stuff for me and mine. I don't worry about proving anyone wrong. I like that. I like what Sledge just said, because if the time we spend proving people wrong, we could be focused on ourselves and our families, our children. Sledge may have just changed my way of thinking. Right, Sledge? You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Yeah, I should have known Keisha was going to go with that one. Hey, thank you for the gifts, Jared. Thank you, Keisha, for letting me know. I can't see that on StreamYard. All right, man. How long we been on? We got 14 real homies in the crib. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. I am looking down right now at my thing. I'm going to read a couple quotes here, and I want to see what y'all think about them. This here is a problem. I read this today. This was the first quote I copied and put in my bullet points. But I want y'all to think about this. The 12 people that are in here and anyone's watching the replay. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, here's where the problem lies. Love of what you are doing or learning to do. And the great soccer player, Pele, made this quote. He said this. A lot of people want to give up because they're not happy. They don't enjoy their job. A lot of times, man, I'm gonna hit y'all with a little. I'm gonna tiptoe into another area. A lot of people, and I had to think about how I want to word this. A lot of people they don't love what they're doing. A lot of people want to give up because they don't love themselves. I'm a tiptoe in this area. I'm not going to stay in it. I don't care what you have or what you don't have. You are somebody. And if you're walking, if you're breathing, if you're in your right mind, what you believe is your right mind, don't let some doctor or somebody else tell you you're not in your right mind. If you're blessed, you're somebody. But a lot of people that want to give up, it's not that they don't love their job or what they're learning or what they may be doing. They don't even love them. Just a little something to think about, man. Shows I believe that Sledge said, "You're right, Rod. Marianne Williamson is the truth." I'm telling you. Let me get on back in here in some of these quotes here. And I'm gonna sum some of them up. I ain't got much more to go, really. Why don't people do something that they enjoy doing? Like, I used to want to be an architect, but I just couldn't see how I was going to do it because I didn't think I could do it. I didn't understand. I still don't. How people looked at a piece of paper. I think I've asked Keisha, just asking for a friend a couple of times. I don't understand how people look at a piece of paper and go build something. But a lot of times what we really want to do appears to be harder. It's not harder. We let this, even though it's supposed to be a positive asset, our mind is really meant to be an asset. But how many times is our mind a liability? How many times do we get in our own way? How many times do we come up with, but we is me, I'm gonna keep saying that, we say we can't. We get on a live, oh, can't ain't in my vocabulary. I don't say can't, but then we the first one to say, man, I can't do that. I can't understand that. I'm not good enough for that. I just admit it, man. I just can't fathom the thought of looking at no piece of paper and said, I'm about to go build a bridge, maybe a bridge, but a building? Y'all should see when I ride by new construction on a house and I just see the 2x4s or whatever they got. I'd be like, man, how they do that? I just don't understand it. So, all right. Mistakes are not endpoints. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. It's easy to quit, but it's hard as you know what to keep going. It's easy to quit, man. Quit your job, quit your marriage. Uh-oh, did I say that out loud? Quit your kids. Back when I was young, you just quit your girlfriend or quit your boyfriend. Now we quitting all kind of stuff, man. It's so easy to say I quit instead of saying, that's my daughter, that's my son. I'm not giving up on them. I'm at this job. I've been at this company 10 years. Yeah, they ain't gave me no raise. They keep looking over me, but that's all right. When I go home today, I'm going to find me a class. I'm going to Google on how to be better at this job, and I'm going to come back here and I'm going to smoke the competition. This is an asset. Don't use your mind to be a liability. One of my songs that I wrote is, I think it was the YouTube, Do You Have What It Takes? Don't be your own distraction. Why did I put that in there? Because I'm the master of it. I was my biggest distraction. I was my biggest. Hey, what's up, new chapter? Thank you for being here. How you doing? How you doing? Let me see where we are. Dun, 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 dun. All right, growing up, getting beat down, not exposed to a different dream or lifestyle, trust and faith in God. Man, growing up, getting beat down. It's a lot of people that give up before they get started. Yeah, I keep. I'm trying to keep my composure because this is a very dear topic. This whole topic. A lot of people they give up because they get beat down. I might do a study, a self study, not for college or nothing, but I wonder how many children get beat down before 8 years old. I wonder how many people are so unhappy with themselves that a child, before they're given an opportunity to be successful, is beat down into failure. Not exposed to a different dream. I remember telling my mom I used to listen to rap and Too Short. I said, man, one day I'm gonna be in California. And she was like, yeah, okay. But right now you're in Arkansas. You better clean up that room. I remember her saying that. Man, I'm gonna go to Hollywood one day, man. Where I believe you. Go out there and mow the yard. She never told me she didn't believe me, but I had that feeling. That was the feeling I got. That was the response I got. How many times it's not, and then she was the main one time, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Let me close my blind. I feel like somebody peeking at me or something. I believe you, but go clean up your room. You know what I was looking for? And how many people, if we don't get this, this is one of the reasons we give up. We look for validation. And I'm going to define, because I didn't want to give y'all no bad information, so I'm going to define validation. Sometimes it's needed. Validation is relying on other people's approval, attention, or praise to feel good about yourself. The moment we don't get some validation or total validation, we want to quit. One of the things that stopped me from needing validation, and it didn't happen when I was a little young man. It's okay, I guess. I'm not going to say it's okay, but some people, you need that affirmation. You need to, hey, you're doing a good job, your spouse, the parents need to tell the children. Sometimes, what if your child say, hey, mom, dad, I see what you're doing. Hey, aunt, uncle, I see what you're doing. Hey, uncle, I want to be like you when I grow up. There's nothing wrong with that. But we can't always rely on that. What's wrong with us telling ourselves, man, hey, you the man? I guarantee y'all, I don't need nobody to hype me up. I hype myself up very easily. Very easily. But I do like other people's to give me other people's, man, y'all, I'm over here talking crazy. I like other people to give me that little nudge sometime, but don't always depend on that. All right, man. Why do people want to give up? Let me get in the comment here real quick. Hey, thank you, new chapter. I'm glad you found me tonight. Now, if you really want to show your boy some love, hit that subscribe button, man. We are about 30. I don't know where we are now, 30-something subscribers away from hitting 1,000. I'm not promoting it anymore. I'm just going to come in here and do what I do, give y'all real talk from a point-blank perspective and let everything else fall as they may. Can't, never could. Nope, sure in the heck couldn't. Thank you. Just asking for a friend, Keisha, for making new chapter feel welcome. All right, everybody showing love. Now let me get back to where I was in my notes. Where we at? I'm gonna probably keep this right at an hour and 15 minutes. One of the reasons people want to give up is this may sound crazy. You know, I end every live stream, I'm hearing this one tonight. Shoot for the moon, and if you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. But I ain't trying to take y'all on those astronomy class and them, but the moon is not that far from, I mean, it is. It's far from the Earth, but it ain't as far as Jupiter. I ain't saying shoot for Jupiter or shoot for Pluto, the farthest planet out. Now they think it's another planet. I said shoot for the moon. Sometimes we make our goals so big, they're not attainable, and we put ourselves in a position to want to give up. We put ourselves. Why does investing with Rod show people how to invest small amounts of money? Because for some people, investing 100, 200, 500, I've been there, it's too big. Let's set an attainable goal, $2, $5. That's doable. When we set goals for ourselves, okay, I'm gonna go out here and mow the lawn in an hour, and you go out there and you do it halfway, but you could have done it in 2 days and got it right. Set smaller, attainable goal, a goal that you can say, hey, I can do this. And don't set no goal because somebody else setting one. What you are setting is not a goal. You're setting yourself up for failure. Yeah, we're going to get back up and try again, but why go through all that? Why waste time? Why waste time? All right, man, boy, oh boy, this here, hell, I'm thinking about some stuff tonight. You know, when it comes to finances, I hear so many times, and I heard it from myself, every time I try to save, they used to say I had a setback or bill, something came. Now everybody say life be lifing. Life ain't gonna never stop lifing. I'm not gonna get too deep, but I am about to ramp up production on investing with Rod. I used to do it at the smallest molecule. I'm gonna do it at a smaller molecule than the smallest molecule. I'm gonna break it down as far as I can. I am up to here when I see them, because I try to avoid them, with these GoFundMe accounts. We used to have a reason. Our ancestors had reason. When I say ancestors, I'm talking about my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and in some cases, my mother and my father. My first interaction with a credit card was on the back of a paper sack. If you're from the country, you know what a paper sack is. A sack they used to put your groceries in. It was a note from my grandmother to hand to the guy at the grocery store. Next thing I know, I had a bag full of food. We used to have a reason that we didn't know. Now, with all this technology around us, the Google, the Gemini, the Chat GPT, everything we can use, if we're not trying to become a better us, it starts with the individual. Then you spread it out to your family, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your children. Then we spread it out into the communities. And what they used to say, a village. It takes a village. Well, somewhere the village got lost. I don't know, the village crumbled. But the village is not destroyed. The village is there, just waiting for somebody to put the pieces back together, and we keep marching. We keep trying. We keep growing. We keep getting better. We stop making excuses and start coming up with solutions. One of the last shows that Keisha and I did on the classroom was, I said, hey man, we got a whole bunch of problems with this topic, but we came tonight with some solutions. How many times do we hear, it ain't my problem? But then we always, I constantly hear this conversation about how we can't get ahead. All right, what Miss Cheryl is saying, it took me 10 years to get the perfect recipe to make bread. For real? Dang. Mess up, get it right, and repeat. It takes time to learn your craft if you're serious about it. Y'all, she is talking about bread. She was serious about it, and she wanted to be the best. It said it took 10 years to get the perfect recipe. That's another thing, man. If you know your capabilities, don't settle. She probably had a good recipe at 3 years, a better recipe at 5 years, but she went to 10 and got the perfect recipe for bread. We can't take a couple years. I ain't talking about no college or no trade school. I'm just taking a couple years to become a better us. Right here, man. If you start right here, unstoppable. Asset or liability. That's what this is. It can be an asset or a liability. All right, I got to read this here. I do see a plug. Just asking for a friend. Says, speaking of bread, Miss Cheryl Nerese, I'm going to pull her name back up when I finish reading this, has a show on her channel, alive, on the 11th of July, showing everyone how to make bread. July 11th, this young lady right here is going to be doing a live stream. If you ever want to make your own bread, now's a good time, because bread, last time I looked at about $4 a loaf. I'm mad because I don't never get through the whole loaf. It's just me. I just need like a couple pieces, but if I was making my own, I'd probably be tuned in. If it took Miss Cheryl 10 years, I don't know if I got enough time to perfect no bread. I'm just saying. But I liked it. This right here is an example of, y'all, let me hit y'all with a bolt. And in case you don't know what a bolt is, I don't drop no gems and nuggets. I drop boulders. I'm going to hit you right upside the head with some straight up information. How many people want to give up because ain't nobody doing what Just Asking for a Friend just did for Miss Cheryl? She didn't have to type this comment. Speaking of bread, she has a show on the 11th showing everyone how to make bread. Lifting up Miss Cheryl's channel. Then we get over there and we have more people getting together. We have more people fellowshipping. We have more people showing each other how to be a better version of themselves, and it just keeps spreading. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, let me do this before my phone beep again. I'm going to tell y'all right now, a lot of people want to give up. I'm coming back to that word again because they feel like nobody's supporting them. We don't want to. What up, Game Master in the building? What's going on, my main man? Appreciate you being here, bro. Hey, now we're talking bread, man. We talking. I don't know what kind of bread. I think. Hold up, Miss Cheryl. Please feel free to put it in the comment. I think she said she's gonna be making some dinner rolls and some cinnamon rolls. I stopped listening to cinnamon rolls because that's all I care about, man. I'm a fool for some cinnamon rolls. Oh, Slayer, see that what I'm saying, man? Now we got a person here that's gonna show everybody how to make their own bread. Now, how many people gonna really do it? I don't know. I know I'm gonna be there watching, but this is a form right here, man. How many people want to give up? How many people right now? I'm gonna paint a scenario. A real man that go to work, done busted his butt for X amount of years and get laid off or let go, whatever we want to call it, and have to go home and tell his wife and kids that he can no longer provide for the family. He's already at a stage 3 emergency of giving up from 0 to 100 real quick. Back in the day, I remember when they used to have rent parties and people would get together. Wasn't no GoFundMe account. It was a village. It was a community. Nobody laughed at the man that lost his job and went back home. Half the time, by the time he got home, somebody that worked with him then already informed the community, not telling his business, but coming up with a plan to lift this man up before he gave up. We don't see that now. We don't see it. If we do, maybe I'm in the wrong areas. I don't know. Maybe it's happening and I don't see it. I took the hit for us so we could do it together. A 10-year hit. She said, bread. Thanks for the shout out. No problem. Thanks, Keisha, man. Bread, but it could make you some bread. Y'all tripping now. Ouch, 498. True, at 497, your bread can make bread. Yeah, man. Let me look and make sure. Let me see what else I have, and we're gonna bring this to a close, man. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Plus, this is one of those ones. I really want to cut the live streams down to an hour, hour and a half, just so we can get the information out there. All right, I'm gonna go through some of these and I'm gonna shoot through them real quick. The mindset of persistence. I kind of said this a while ago, break overwhelming challenges down into small, measurable, and achievable daily steps. You won't want to give up. I tell people on Points Blank, and Sledge may disagree, but I tell people on Points Blank Travel, when they ask me, how do you pay off your debt? If you have 3 or 4 credit cards, which one do you tackle first? First, I tackle the smallest one because I want to get a sense of accomplishment, a sense of victory. Then after I do that, I'm going to go probably to the one with the highest interest rate. But at first, I'm Rod, he did extra little push. I'm like that little choo-choo train that I think I can. That's me, man. I need some pushes. I do. So view obstacles as opportunities to develop your inner strength and resilience. I don't know. We too good at that one now. I have a lot of resilience and a lot of inner strength. And if you don't want to give up, you have no choice but to look at the obstacles like that. I got to do this, man. I got to reach down deep. I'm going to say one that ain't on this list. Don't be afraid to tell people you love and trust that you need help. Don't be afraid to tell people that you need help. Mental help, financial help. A lot of times people give up because they're too afraid of being judged. Why? Because we're in a judging society. They'll come tell us something in confidence, and soon as they leave, we whisper, well, we on the phone. Man, you ain't gonna believe who just left my house, man. Boy, ain't nobody here named Charlie. Boy, Charlie over here going crazy, man. Charlie over here telling me all his problems. That's why people are afraid to get help and talk to other people because we're so busy judging them. And boy, so they leave. I ain't never did this. I'm lying. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. I'm just as guilty as anybody else. I ain't did it in a while, but I've done it. Man, I should have left my hair. I'm over here feeling like I look like Goma Powell. I'm over here. Y'all got to excuse me, man. I told y'all my biggest distraction. I'm over here looking at this camera, which I rarely do. All right, we have to now invest in ourselves and community. Jobs can go just like that. Yeah, man, I'm a living proof of job. I went in, matter of fact, what's March? June 1st was my 3-year anniversary of being fired and starting my path on retirement. I knew it was coming, but I didn't think it was, if that makes sense to anybody. But I got let go. Just like Teddy Pendergrass. I think I better let him go. And they did. They let me go right. But that was the last time that somebody's going to ever even give me the feeling that they no longer need Rod's services. It ain't happening. They ain't going to fire me. Rod is not going to fire Rod, but we have to invest in ourselves. I keep talking about Mr. Bammon's show the other night. Sometimes wealth is not in the form of money. Wealth is in the form of knowledge. Knowledge is power. I'm telling you, man, when I was at the dealership, I didn't care what kind of degree you had if you ain't had no common sense. And I hired a lot of people because I like their work ethic. I didn't care. Just because you could say super fragile cat, whatever that word is, or hippopotamus backwards, I don't care about all that. Can you do the job or the task at hand? Hey, what's up, Brooklyn Beauty? I see you back in the crib. Hey, salute. Never give up. Nope, never give up. Leader Shay, what's going on? Say hello, everyone. Right, smallest one first, man. I just like to know that I'm winning. Hey, just asking. Keisha, I like to know that I'm a sense of accomplishment. Poetic, everybody. Did you come over here? Oh, yeah, I met you on Poetics. Yeah, I remember. Sled said, I'll never disagree with the way someone does something if it works for them. See, Sled, they let me know Sled probably wouldn't do it like that. Y'all got to go check out Sled. Matter of fact, they had a live last night. Sledging Team and Kiki Adventures. The chemistry is off the chain when it comes to doing a live. Y'all just got to go check them out. Prices in Central and South Florida are crazy. That's horrible. I don't know how families are making it with prices like they are that for some bread. Yeah, man. See, y'all, I put y'all up on game. Miss Cheryl about to give y'all y'all can save some money, man. July 11th. Miss Cheryl, if you want to put the time in here, July 11th, man. $4.98, and I don't even need the whole loaf. I want to see. I remember the day, man. You can go to the neighborhood store and just I want $2 worth of bread. Let me get 58 cents worth of bread. That's all I do. Them probably need about $1.35. I throw the rest away. I just threw away 3 loaves the other day, man. I wish I could have did something. Got a lot of stuff around. Everybody showing love, says Kid. Just asking, they about to make me a vegetarian with prices. Man, they high too though. Miss Cheryl, the vegetables high too. So what you go, Miss Cheryl, you gonna be out there eating air. Because everything is high. Everything high. The vegetables high. The strawberries high. The blueberries high. The meat ain't even real and it's high. I mean, I heard something tonight in the live I was in that they got meat that ain't even real. I know they got that. What's that? I'm about to say two-fold tofu, whatever, man. Y'all don't judge me. I got a degree in everything. So, all right, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, July 11th. We're gonna be making some bread. I think that's a Saturday. Yeah, that's the key right there. Vegetarian, growing my own veggies. That's the key. Yeah, you got to go over to Brooklyn Beauty. This young lady right here is gonna be. Yeah, man, my mama used to do that. I ain't like that, Miss Cheryl. That probably one of the 7 different things that started me off on my life of bouginess. My brother told me something yesterday that took me back a few decades, but my mama used to. Y'all, I remember. If anybody else remember, let me know. Now I grew up in Arkansas, but the bread was 3 loaves for $1. And I guess my mom thought the prices was gonna go up because back then the president was talking about inflation. This was in the 70s. I was about 7. Y'all look back and see who the president was, but we would have 1 loaf on the counter in the bread box or wherever it was, and the other 2 be in the freezer. But if you ran out of bread in order to get the next, either it was going to be soggy or you had to toast it to get it to the right temperature. I hated that, man. Miss Cheryl, I got to check your bread now. I'll be on flight, but what time? I'll try to tap in. 10 a.m. Central, Sledge. 10 a.m. Central on the 11th. Sledge, where you headed, man? If it ain't no top secret trip. Man, I better start. All right, there it is. There's Miss Cheryl's link. Anybody, please go over there and subscribe. Miss Cheryl is like family to me. Seriously. I interviewed her recently, and she has captured my heart, and I have a lot of love for this woman. So y'all go over there and support her. She's rustic homemade. Hey, what's that there? That's kind of bread. Man, how y'all really turn this? Hey, I like it though, man. Hey, whatever. We starting with bread, and next week we're gonna be talking about growing some cows and then some peach trees or something, man, because it's getting rough out here, y'all. And people right now want to give up. These prices got people wanting to give up. All right, faux turkey. We grow some of our veggies. Really, Sled? Yeah, y'all grow Sled. You ground there growing veggies too? Oh, y'all have a small garden? Okay. You growing dragon fruit? Hey, I got a dragon fruit sparkling water in my fridge. I'm scared to drink it, man. I got some alkaline water. I'm scared to drink that too. I don't even know why I keep buying. I know why. I'm listening to this garden community and they talk about alkaline water and dragon fruit. And then I go buy it and I ain't did all my research. I know it ain't gonna hurt me. I'm gonna try it tonight. Does your wife have a channel? I think he's talking to Sledge. My bad, Michelle. You already answered the question. Yes, flying home to. Oh man. You flying the surprise, man, you gonna film that? Oh, okay. It's crunchy on the outside, fluffy with holes on the inside. That's that bread, that whatever that bread you talking about. Oh, okay. She want to know if your wife have a garden channel. Sled. Hey, happy birthday to your mom. All right, y'all. We got 9 real homies. I'm gonna get ready to bring this thing on home, and we're gonna get out of here. All right, I talk about this one all the time. Celebrate small wins. Celebrate, man. Just asking for a friend will tell you. She will tell you. If I lose one subscriber, I cry like a baby. And if I get one, I'm the biggest, happiest dude in the planet. I celebrate all wins. Build accountability. This is where we make a mistake. Support your people. Surround yourself with supportive, encouraging people, or find a mentor to keep you on track. I'm kind of a mentor, not to as many people as I used to be. I've had a lot of people from my Navy career call me and thank me for being a butthole back in the day. It's because of where they are now. And there wasn't a smiley, funny, joking Rod that I am on this screen. I was in the Navy on a ship and I couldn't swim, so I ain't had time to be playing with nobody. I'm just being real. So I was a butthole. And those guys still call me and thank me for being the person that I was, because it made them the men they are today. So surround yourself, find a mentor with encouraging people. It keeps talking about showing up and taking small, dedicated actions every day, beats relying on rare bursts of motivation. Yeah, man, don't try to build Rome in a day or whatever they said. Just do a little bit at a time. Trust the process. How do you trust the process? You have to believe in your abilities. You have to believe in your abilities. If you don't believe in yourself, man. All right, I'm gonna read a couple more of these, and I'm gonna tell you who said them. Ooh, I like this one. Now, this is some dude named Anthony Joshua. I don't know some of these people. He could be somebody around the corner. I don't know, but I like what they said, so I'm gonna read them, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Never let success go to your head. I'm a victim of that a couple of times. Never let success go to your head, and never let failures go to your heart. That's a bold one, and I didn't come up with that. Anthony did. I've heard this one before, but I didn't know Nelson Mandela had quoted this. It's always seemed impossible until it's done. Flying first class, and Sledge may be able to relate to this. Flying first class was impossible to me until I did it. Staying at the Hyatt when I was used to the Days Inn, and this is real. This is just, I ain't making this up being funny. Staying at the Hyatt and the Hilton and the Marriott, that was impossible for me until I did it. Getting a degree that I finally obtained when I was 48 years old seemed impossible until I buckled down and did it. And I only did it for one reason. I use it, but not at a corporate job. I use it with some of the stuff because it is a business degree with a minor in finance. But I got that degree because my mom wanted me to get it. It's the only reason. I was already retired from the Navy when I got it. I was like, well, I guess I'll go get a degree. Ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. Bill Bradley, boy, Bill was a smart dude. I don't know him. Ambition, if you're ambitious, that's the path to success. But persistence is the vehicle that's going to get you there. Man, I'm gonna write me something. Let me see what y'all say. I'm gonna write me a quote. Keisha is just asking for a friend is the queen of quotes. I gotta go back up, man. Here we go. All right, rustic bread. That's what it was. Okay, I ain't got no Dutch oven either. Brooklyn Beauty, man, that's gonna cost me some money. I'm gonna see what you can make in a conventional oven first, because that's I gotta get past that point. Keisha, heck no. I bought her cam. So Sledge just talking about his wife having a garden channel because just asking for a friend wanted to know if she had one. He said, Keisha, heck no. I bought her a camera, a wireless mic, and a whole set of. She has a recording. I hope she ain't listening to you, Slade, man. You might not be going. No, you might be watching the whole show on the 11. Hey, y'all, man, go check out Slade JT. That's my brother there, man. Hey, Brooklyn Beauty say, hey, send her all that stuff, Slade. And then Keisha cried, laughing. She said, okay, I got you, Slade. Well, tell her if she ever thinks about starting a channel, she already got some subscribers. Wow. That's motivation right there. Keisha, I know I was wasting my money when I bought it. I knew I was wasting my money. Man. Y'all ain't right. Good evening, Rod and Chad. What's up, Keisha H, my sister? How you doing? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Y'all, we are going to be rounding this up in a minute. Leader Shay showing love to Keisha. Everybody speaking. Keisha H speaking to Sledge and the whole team, the whole posse. That's okay. She has it just in case she wants to, man. Boy, I can't believe Keisha said it. Oh, Dutch oven is a heavy pot. Oh, cast. Oh, man. Okay, so a Dutch oven is a cast iron skillet. Won't they just... Y'all trying to confuse me, man. Listen to y'all. Let me get through these things, man. Hey, y'all, I love the viewers of this channel. I love the viewers of all my channels. I always say a live stream is only as good as its viewers and the people that are in the live stream. I can come here and crack jokes all day, but if I'm the only one in here, it's not going to be that much fun. So thank y'all for being here. You know, I had a dude the first dude told me this. I thought he was crazy. Because I didn't think he finished the sentence. He said, now this was Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you right. I said, what, man? Is this a sobriety test? Because back then, that's when I used to sip on a little cognac. I'm like, hold up, man. Say it again. He said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you right. So it goes back to that mindset. You'll hear me talk about PMA a lot on my motivational boulder series on this channel, which is positive mental attitude, PMA. I remember when I went to school in the Navy to learn sales. Rejection was a daily occurrence. If you didn't get rejected, you actually failed. That's the way they taught us. Hold on, y'all, my nose is itching, running, it's doing something. All right, sorry about that. All right, for the ones that didn't see it earlier, Miss Cheryl is showing us how to make delicious bread on June 11th. There's the link to her channel. Hey, Messiah Weathersby, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. I don't know how many we got now, but we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to do it by June 30th, but you know, I think one of the things it said is don't put no time limit on. Sometimes we rush ourselves, and not just to be successful, but if we don't make something by a certain deadline, we give up. It ain't always about the deadline. There is no failure except in no longer trying. Elbert Hubbard, when you feel like quitting, I like this. When you feel like, y'all, you know how many times I wanted to quit YouTube? I wanted to quit YouTube several times, but I had to think about why did I start? Because I wanted to be a content creator. I wanted to influence people to do the right thing, to get better credit, to learn how to invest, to have fun, to interview people. That's why I started, so that I kept going. I can't do that if I quit. So Babe Ruth said, it's hard, and I'm sure Muhammad Ali and a bunch of other athletes said this. It's hard to be the person that never gives up. I want to be unstoppable. I want to be unbeatable. And I'm going to change that word won't. I will be. I will not be denied in anything I do. If my mind is set to doing it, it's going to be done. There is no, I'm not going to say there's no failure because I failed many times, but did I really fail? No, I didn't fail. I want y'all to hear what I'm about to say. I just hadn't succeeded yet. I don't fail. I just haven't reached the level of success I was trying to obtain. Let me read these last comments. We're going to get ready to raise up. Yeah, Dutch oven is heavy. Man, yeah, them cast iron skillets, huh? Someone else created my very first video on my channel. it took a whole lot of motivating and pushing for me to get interested in actually creating content. Yeah, I remember I asked you to do an interview. You told me no, you wasn't ready. And look at her now. Look at her now. That is so true. The hardest part is getting started. I said in it, Mr. Bama's show, and I said the word for the night was start. Whether you're investing, whether you're trying to get better at your job, whether you're trying to think differently, you got to start. Anything we do, we have to start. Do I have doubts sometimes? Yeah. Do I doubt myself sometimes? Yes. I'm an overthinker. I'm very analytical and I'm an overthinker. But hey, Keisha, can you drop your channel? What up, East Side? What's going on? I appreciate the compliment, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's more than one way to achieve your goal. Yes, it is. Rod, you have a great memory. I thought you had forgotten about that interview request. No, I just hadn't circled a bit the block. I hadn't been around. Oh, you talking about Keisha? Okay, Keisha H. I'm thinking, hey, Keisha, I'm glad you're on point because I'm thinking you talking about dropping your channel. Like, Keisha, can you drop your own channel? No, I just hadn't spin the block again. I hate to do this. No, you know what? I'm not. Let me make sure I don't hit the wrong person because it could happen. All right. There we go. Yeah, every time, man. And I know just asking for a friend gonna get on to me. Them people drive me crazy, man. And it never fails. But I was told, when you get trolls in your life, you're doing something right. So, all right. So here's Keisha H's channel. Now, I haven't forgot, though. I do have a pretty good memory. Wasteland. See, hey, why don't you drop yours too, Keisha? Because I thought you were talking about you, but I forgot Keisha H was in here. So now we got everybody's channel going to be dropped. And once we do that, I'm going to get ready to raise up, man. Remember, if you believe, you can achieve. Look at your family members. Look at your friends. If you're close to your coworkers, look at some of them. There's somebody out there that may be ready to give up. You could change a person's life with a few words. And our negligence can also change a person's life. Okay, he said, oh, Keisha, I'm already subbed to your channel. All right. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm messing you up, Keisha. I'm sorry. So we got 11 real homies in the crib, man. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming here tonight and tapping in the Points Blank Experience. Tune in tomorrow night. Dorian Jones. He's going to school right now for his PhD, motivational speaker, author. I've had an opportunity to interview him on this channel, and now we're coming together to collaborate. I've been wanting to work with him for a while. We've actually had this in the works for a few months, almost all of 26. We're going to talk about balance and burnout. You have two guys with degrees, but I guarantee you we both wanted to give up at some point. So look at this live tonight as a precursor to what we're going to get deeper into tomorrow. And we're going to talk about burnout and how it's real. I'm not going to spoil the show, but I guarantee you don't want to miss it. When the link is already out, I'm going to share it on my community tab after this. I have a promo. I think I did. I can't remember if I did it or not. I had a lot going on today, but if not, I'll do it. I'll do it. If not, and if I have, I'll do another one tomorrow. Hey, Sled said he was blown away by that bike video. Hey, man, you and about 175,000 other people was blown away by it, man. When she told me she was working on that project, I knew it was going to be huge, but I didn't think it was going to be that huge. 12 real homies, man. I'm going to get out of here with a song that, burnout is 100% real. Burnout at work, burnout if you're a content creator. Burnout, I hate to say this, in existing, it's all real. Hey, what up, Pretty Timmy? Oh, speaking of which, Pretty Timmy, y'all, Friday night, I will be on TNT Connect, the channel that you see on the screen. I'll be doing a promotion for that as well. It's going to be Timmy, Juan Gonzalez, myself. It's active duty veterans. I hope I'm saying it right. Timmy, if I'm saying it wrong, please throw it in there. I'm going to be up there representing the Navy, and I'm going to tell my Navy stories. They all got some swimming jokes. I don't care how much I prepare. I won't be ready for them all. But we're going to have fun. But the first time I watched Timmy and Juan, man, it took me back. It took me back of going to the exchange on Fridays when I got paid and kind of unwinding. So I'm looking forward to that show. Right. You, me, and about almost 200,000 other people at Just Hatch for a Friend as a pretty little hammer wielding beast. Yeah. Hey, 200,000. That last I looked, it was 175,000. Hey, what up? Juan said, what's up? What's going on, man? Great job. Thank you, Vicky. Vic is a huge supporter of a lot of channels, including Sledge, if I'm not mistaken. What? Drop the link for Friday. Let me see. I'm gonna drop the link. Let me pull it up real quick here. I know it's posted because I saw it today. Oh man, yeah, I'm over here multitask. Y'all don't know, man. I ain't no good multitasker, but I'm gonna pull this off though. I'm gonna pull this off. I think at TNT. Hey man, when I pull this picture up, man, I look just like my father. I always knew that, but it tripped me out, man. Let me go in here. Live. I'm gonna drop the link to it. Wait. Oh no, it ain't on TNT Connect, man. I'm messing up. It's gonna be on Event Yours because we're talking about drinks. I'm not gonna be drinking on there, just so y'all know I don't drink, but I'm gonna go in there and tell some stories while they drink. I can't wait for this, man. I'm gonna trip y'all out. Let me see here, live. I'm see. Oh, there it is. I had to look, man. Tanya's organized. She be having a lot of stuff here. Share, copy, and there's a link. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of visiting different channels lately. There's TNT Connect's channel, and here's the live with the veterans. Let me put this in here. And we're going to get out of here, man. Remember, man, there's somebody out there that you probably know that's thinking about giving up. It's up to us to make a difference. With that being said, we get ready to raise up out of here. Hope y'all have a good one. Let me see what I want to go out with, man. If this is your first time at Real Talk with Rod, I'm gonna give y'all something to think about so you know the next one I don't play on this one. Much love, y'all. Shoot for the moon. You don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars, I guarantee.
No time for faking and shaking. No sugar on the truth. I stand on what I say, then I bring you the proof. Folks get tender now, but that ain't my fault. I can't come at y'all soft. I only spit real talk. I learned a long road, I learned the pain. If I say it once, I can say it again. I don't flinch, I don't fold. When the questions come, I let the facts walk in and let the doubt run. Real talk will rock. He coming hard. Real talk will rock. He don't miss the mark. Chess on the board. Checkmate. Inside, real talk with Rod. He tell it right. Real talk with Rod.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift gears because I mean that's cool. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit, but I am ending this on this note. only because just asking for a friend that made me like this song. And I wrote it, but she made me like it. Much love, y'all. Peace. Again, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars.